I have a question for you. What if it turns out better than you could have ever imagined? What if all of the changes that you're making in your life right now are leading to something more beautiful than you could have ever envisioned? Yes, things could go wrong. Yes, things could go sideways. But they could also turn into a beautiful miracle.
So good day, happy Easter everyone. How are you doing? How has it been? I hope everything has been well. Anyway, we're celebrating the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It symbolizes a lot of things to us. It symbolizes hope, renewal, and the new life. Like love whereby someone has for us and died for us on the cross of Calvary for the sins we did not commit. Like we were told in the Bible that it's not as if we cannot say no. It's not as if we cannot just say no, I can't die that kind of death. But because He has decided to atone for our sin, to give us life and give it to us more abundantly. I believe this is a time for renewal, this is a time for a change of life, a time to embrace a new life. Because the only way you will reciprocate such life for Christ, such huge price He paid for us on the cross of Calvary. The only way you can reciprocate it back is by loving Him, doing all those things that He loves, going against anything He goes against. What is it?
Happy Easter.
Come on. I say happy Easter and go your way.
Happy Easter.
Bye. So saying no, go back again. Saying no to anything God says no to, like obeying His commandments and not doing anything God frowns at. That's the only way we can pay Him back this kind of price He paid for us. So in case you've been finding it difficult to have a new life, I think this is a time for renewal of our life, to start living a life that gives Him praise. Another thing I want to talk about is still on marriage. Yesterday I was actually, in fact, I had never cried for Osi's death like I cried yesterday when one of her friends was talking about her experiences with Osi and the husband. She talked about how she was, they were to have a kind of program in Lagos here. Yeah. So the woman was coming and the friend that got it, was already in Lagos. So and she knows everywhere. She called Osi and told Osi that whenever she comes, she will stay with them. Osi now accepted. But she said, well, you have to call my husband. So later, Osi actually called her husband that she had reached Lagos. And the husband, she told the husband about staying without the friend. The husband refused. The friend had to call the Osi's husband. Osi's husband reluctantly refused. She was describing how Osi suffered, that they even food to eat, that the cabman that carried her had to start going around to see where they would buy mama food because this guy did not give her money for food. Rather, he only gave her money for the hotel because he didn't want her to stay with anyone. And this lady is actually the one that is earning this money. He's actually the one they paid all this money. My goodness, what a woman. The sister said one thing that really touched me, that if many people had tried even to pull her out, she would not come out because she still believes in one thing, that she doesn't believe in divorce or any separate. Just wanted her marriage to work by all means. And he gave me so much concern. The concern he gave me was this. Yes, when I was going through my own turbulence, everybody that heard about it was thinking that it's just one of those husband and wife wahala. They didn't know that it had actually gone beyond, that it was actually gone the stage it was targeting my life, until I took the bold step of setting myself free and my children. Yes, I would have died because mine was even almost worse. It's just that I didn't allow it to stay as long as those things. So based on that, I am telling ladies, no one will remove you or come to force you out of your husband's house. And you know the way we see husbands in this part of Africa, that when you are married, nobody wants to put their mouth. Everybody will still, no matter how, they still respect the order of your husband because they feel somebody now owns you. So it is in your hands to save your life. And if you want to die, well, anybody can pay any price. Of course, I believe Osi may have made them. If you know you can go such life, you can stay. Well, it's actually like one of my friends said, or sister said. But God never wants any of us to waste our life, not even in marriage. He's so care for the life He has created that He said we should come and have life and have it abundantly. And He never wanted any of us to lose our life anyhow. So He said it is appointed unto man to die, and after that judgment. For it to be appointed still means that He has appointed the day it will be for each and every one of us. Now, for allowing yourself, holding your hands and watch your fellow human being snatch your own life when it is not appointed, well, it is to you that you do evil to, and the harm is more on you. So say no to marriage or death in marriage. There are more to life than marriage. Please, let's help ourselves. Marriage is actually very beautiful thing. There's one thing one lady said that I really like. It says in abroad, they put it as a law that a man must not touch a woman. And people over there are obeying it. They are not obeying it because their women are not talkative. Like over there, you see women parroting. Some even hijack the husband, hook him on the shirt, do everything. I've seen one that smashed the television, smashed everything. The man just held up, begging, begging. It does not mean women don't parrot them, but because it was already part of law and you must obey it, people don't touch women anyhow there. So like one guy was saying yesterday, when all these women that they're not really doing and expect men to fold their hands, must you show your anger through beating? Must you show it through punching a lady? You don't have to punch a woman. There are many ways you can talk things over. There are a lot of things women are tolerating from you, just as you're tolerating a lot of things from women. Let us make marriage work. The funniest thing about this is that you can't survive alone, I can't survive alone. God has made it that we must be in a relationship. In fact, the richer you are as a woman, the lonelier you become, the more you crave to have a man. And so also men. Let us just calm down and forget about gender difference or whatever and make our marriage work in the way we will all enjoy it. Well, I'm wishing all of us a happy Easter, and this is Easter time. We can as well have the renewal of life. Make a make decision that we really want our marriage to work. I used to say that no woman will actually intentionally want our marriage to break or not to break. Like me, I've been more than a century, more than a decade in my own. Because it's not easy to carry your children to another man. That is not their dad. At times I wish my husband could change. I would rather say yes back to him than starting afresh to someone I know nothing about. But if he later did not change, I would rather save my life than saving marriage that will never work. So happy Easter to you all. God bless you. I love you.